For Project Lean Nation, what were you doing and what made you take the leap into owning a franchise?
So before Project Lean Nation, I was actually in the health and wellness industry already. And so I had done a variety of things in that industry. So spent a lot of time in the supplement world, did body fat testing for a while. So I did all kinds of things that were related to the health and wellness space. And so, and really what drew me to Project Lean Nation is the biggest thing that is a problem for most people is the food. And so if you go and work out, that's great, but it's only so much of the equation, right? And so Project Lean Nation allowed us to be able to tackle 85% of the problem that people had. And then we have our in-body scan and consultation that we do as well that really helps people understand why they need to do it, the calories they need, the protein they need. And when you have all that information and we know what they want to do and we have the food, there's no more questions that they have to have. We have every answer for them to get incredible results with their journey and their health and wellness. So that's why.
Nice. Out of all the franchise opportunities, I guess you kind of answered that one, why Project Lean Nation was specifically and what sold you on it. Yeah. Would you say the important part of it would be people don't understand how to like measure their food properly? Would that be an aspect of it, or because meal prepping can be a hard thing for people?
Sure. Well, most people don't really have an understanding of how many calories they should actually consume in a day. You hear so many things online in different places of, oh, you need to do a low calorie, high protein, and all this stuff. And there's a certain amount of calories your body needs just to exist. Yeah. And so many people are below that number. And so we come in and we give them the knowledge and the understanding and the why you need this many calories, why you need this much protein, and then we give them the solution as well. And so for us, Project Lean Nation was really an extension of what I had already done for over 25 years. And so it just gave me a bigger scope to be able to do it in. So.
Okay.
But past that, it really is just, we both love to help people. My background was mentoring, like in schools, coaching, and we always say like it's more than meals. Yes, we will help you figure out your numbers, but we are local. Like we're actually there on your journey. We're sometimes the therapist, listening to everything someone has going on. And that is the mission of PLN, that like we actually want you to have a transformation and we're going to walk alongside you. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it different than a typical franchise, because if you're just looking for a store to just kind of leave and make money, that's not what we were just looking for. We really wanted something with purpose, and we get to do that all the time, and it's really cool.
I like that. What would you say is the hardest part of opening up a franchise or just running a business in total?
So many things.
I can imagine.
The question is, what's the easy part? We don't have an answer for that one. So.
What is the easiest part?
Yeah, if you're watching and you're in business and you understand that response. But I would say one thing that like you would agree is both of us have done entrepreneurial things without a storefront. Having a storefront, obviously you have things breaking, or there's a lot of more aspects that come with that. It can also be a cool thing, but that can be difficult. And of course, you don't clock out of running a business.
Listen, I know that firsthand.
So you don't clock out, but at the same time, you're connected to what you do, and then there's flexibility in other ways. But it's definitely a lot at times.
Yeah.
How would you guys say you put your personal stamp on Project Lean Nation, like on PLN? How would you say you like incorporate the Mike and Maddie, or Madeline, personality into the brand?
For me, I love just connecting with people and coaching and mentoring, like I said. So I really like the personal connections of it. One thing that we do is we do healthy shakes, and we write quotes and encouraging words on every cup, and sometimes that's exactly what someone needed to hear, and that opens up a conversation. So I really love those little moments of human connection. That is a big part of what we do. That's what I really love, and I think is my stamp.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of the same for me. It really is about that customer service. It's about all of our members are our friends. They're people that we know well. They're people that we have lots of conversations with. They'll be in the store for 20, 25 minutes to come and pick up their box if they were going to be in for a second. It's because they know us, we know them, and you really care about the people. And so that's really, and you know, a lot of businesses say that, but yet they're taking the time to do it because it does take time. It takes time to go that extra mile. It takes time to do the things and that really make an impact in people's lives. And
but with PLN, that's not the extra thing. That is the core thing.
Yeah.
And when I try to describe people what PLN is, I'm like, think about your local bar, your local coffee shop where you have regulars. People aren't really coming in for the coffee. They're coming in because they feel seen there. They feel heard. And that's what we do, but with healthy food. And so I think that's really cool to be a part of.
I think it's very important. You kind of are building a community around being healthy.
Yeah.
Right. Because once you start on a healthy journey, most people don't have like a community of support around them. It's like, oh, are you doing this? I'm not doing this. Like, and so you're building a community of like people working here and understanding like what your goals are.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. I like that. For someone in this city who's never heard of PLN, what's the one thing you'd want them to know right now?
I would want them to know that we would love to meet you. We always say we have multiple levels of support. If you just want a healthy drink spot, if you want to try a meal but you're nervous about all of it, we are there for that. If you really want a whole transformation and want free nutrition coaching, we have that too. There's so many different ways that you can start, and we want to meet you where you're at. And yeah, you don't need to be scared. Like, that's one thing that I'm really proud of. Sometimes we have people who have weight loss goals or stuff, and they have been burned by like a woman being told, basically, you should be doing such restrictive eating that's not healthy, or there's so much shame and so much negative stuff, or it's just a busy woman like myself where you're already putting all your energy into preserving your mental health and taking care of your kids, and this kind of stuff feels impossible. We are here to make healthy eating work into your life and give you that support where you at least have one place where people are going to take care of you and ask you how you're doing. Like, that's what I would want them to know.
Right. Well, one thing that it's kind of what I'd want them to know, but it's an overarching thing that a lot of people don't. Food is not the enemy. Yeah. And I think so often people are looking at it as its enemy. And so if you have a negative perception of food, it's going to be very difficult to ever get results of any kind, because everything that you're thinking is a negative. And so our job is to help turn that from a negative into a positive. It's there to help support you, and we give you the information and knowledge and accountability to make sure that you go down the right path to be able to make food is now what is allowing you to get the results that you always wanted, but now you have a proper understanding of it.
Okay. And last question, how long does the meals last? Like, what's the process of it? When they come pick it up, is it already prepared? We know it's already prepared, but how do they go home and take care of it?
Yeah, so our meals are prepared, vacuum sealed, and flash frozen. And so we're very different than most prepared meals out there. Most prepared meals are refrigerated, and so there's an expiration date. And so that's one of the biggest reasons that PLN is as successful as we are, is because people aren't worrying about throwing food away anymore. Yeah. And so they come into the store, they're already frozen. You can become a member. You can get a grab and go as well, but membership is going to be the most cost effective. It's also going to allow you to have our in-body scan benefits, 10% discount on everything in the store as a member. But you get a box of 12 on a weekly or bi-monthly basis, a box of 18, 24, 30, whatever suits your needs. And whenever we do the in-body, that's one of the things that we determine, hey, you need to having 3 meals a day. So you need a box of 18 a week. And so, but they last up to 6 months in the freezer, which is very atypical in our industry. So that is something that sets us apart. That people have to go, oh, that's right. I don't have to worry about these going bad.
Yeah.
And so, which means we don't have seed oils in our food. We don't have, they're all gluten-free like Madeline said earlier.
No preservatives.
No preservatives, because we don't have to preserve anything. It's already back to that frozen state right after it was made. So, again, a cleaner product, a product that's going to make a bigger difference, and they're not have to worry about throwing it away. And so all the way around, it's just it's a win-win-win for them.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect. Love that. Well, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Madeline, for being a part of the 10-Minute Pop-Up. Want your business featured on the 10-Minute Pop-Up? Head to www.the10minutepopup.com and apply today.